What is a headache? This is a very interesting question, thank you. So firstly, and it may come as a shock to you, our brain cannot feel pain. If I were to prod your brain, it wouldn't hurt. So when we have headaches, it's not our brain feeling pain. Our brain is just processing the pain that is happening nearby. Next thing to say is there are so many different things that trigger headaches, and that's why you can get different headaches that feel different. But they can be broadly classified into two groups, primary and secondary. Primary is where it's a direct overactivation, overstimulation of the pain receptors in different parts of our head. Secondary is as a symptom as a result of, say, a disease. So one example that we can talk about is sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. In other words, brain freeze. What's happening here? Well, you might have noticed when it gets warm outside, I must apologise, I'm not a very vascular person, but when it gets warm outside, you might notice that you are a bit more vascular. You can see the veins popping out of your skin. This is our body's way of responding to changes in temperature, something called vasodilation and vasorestriction. So vasodilation, our veins are dilating, they're getting larger, and they are more prominent, and what this allows to happen is a more efficient transfer of heat from outside, where it's colder than it is inside your body, into the blood supply, thus cooling the body down. And it's the opposite when it's cold. Your blood vessels aren't as exposed to the cold temperatures so that you can retain the heat. This is what's happening in brain freeze. In brain freeze, the meninges, which is one of the outer layers of the brain, it's a sort of covering, and this is the area of the brain that's affected in meningitis. The blood vessels in this part of the brain are responding to changes in temperature. So when we get brain freeze, they are contracting, and this triggers a pain response in the covering of the brain. So that is one of many, many different things that can cause headaches. I'm not a headache specialist, but I do know about brain freeze, and I thought that you might find that interesting. I apologise, this isn't a very well-articulated video, but I'm just heading out home from work, so you'll have to make do. Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.